Okay, we did a solo class with balance as our theme, and we did a lot of things in the warm-up, so I had a request as to what did we do. So we started on one foot, and we put a little pulse into our body, just feeling that balance on that one side, right, and switching feet. And then we did weight changes, maybe in threes, so like a 1, 2, and 3. We tried it really teeny tiny, and then really big pushing off, okay? We did a lot of other variations, so we looked at hits with our hip, maybe using your hand to have a place to hit against, and then putting that together with a step hit, right? We did a little rib cage isolation, so not tilting side to side, but sliding back and forth, and then using that idea into this swaying basic, this shaped basic, right, which we can play with a lot. And then we also did a couple other things. We did some touches side to side with our feet just to see if we can change our level and really stay balanced, which can turn into a low down, okay? Then we talked about being really strong in our core, which meant we were engaging first, hugging in toward our center and lifting up a little bit to lighten ourselves and lengthen our spine. And starting to explore where our balance is. So we could dance on one foot, and we danced on one foot for a little while and in place, which means we can play with different isolations here or level changes. We worked on maybe a little bit of traveling, whatever way you can travel on that one foot, or turning, right, and rotating, okay? And just staying on one foot for a long period of time is going to start working and building those stabilizer muscles. That's what we're getting at. We did a partnered exercise, mirroring and working on, again, clear weight changes and that sort of thing, so you'll remember that one. And then we talked a little bit about where our weight is in our, actually no, then we walked. So we were walking and walking and walking and then stopping and collecting, right? And then even walking a little fast and then really hugging in to find our balance. And then we added on some vocabulary. So we did a little rock and go or touch and go. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, okay? And we can turn that into a scoot step. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So this was traveling forward. We also did it side to side. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, or a step, scoot, step, scoot, step. And we even played with changing it to backing up almost like a fishtail, right? So you can do it in any direction. And we also worked on that step when we traveled it, right? We could do repeaters, multiple ones, and then every time we step, we're really grounded on that one foot. So repeaters, and then I step, or scoots, and I step. And it's okay to pause just to find that collection and really be centered before you move on. And we talked about where the weight is in our feet, so on the ball of the foot versus the heel of the foot versus our full foot. And I tend to keep my weight more toward the ball of the foot, but you'll notice my heel's down, so I'm not lifting it up. But you know, occasionally I'm going to need to use my whole foot for my balance because of what information I'm getting from my partner. We did a couple of drills, so we did a twisting drill here, where we're looking back at our hand balancing. I can't do that while looking at you. And then we did a Superman forward, and transitioning between that, right? And using our center to twist, which is healthy and strong, while we're lifting up. And then again, reaching forward, okay? And I believe we did that on both sides. Then we stretched. We did a hamstring stretch, digging our heel into the floor and lengthening your back out here, tailbone back. And we did quad stretch, knees are close together and aligned, right? And we could extend and hold onto a strap or a belt if we can't quite grab onto our foot. And we also did ankle rolls. You can spell your name or the alphabet, point flex, etc. to get out the kinks in your ankle. I think that was the main stuff.